Shit. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We are officially at the last Friday before the new year. If we're starting with this, we must be starting with KO or Cody, right? Did you guys see the videos and stuff from the holiday tour last night at MSG? It looked like a pretty good event. As you're hopping on, drop a hey, let me know you're here. I did see last night that Nia was in a match and Tiffany came to cash in and she knocked the briefcase out of her hand. So I hope that means we're getting closer and closer to Tiffy cash in. Because that is what I'm waiting for. So I bet Cody is coming out because he was at the live yesterday. And with them replaying this, I bet he's going to show up. Oh, just kidding. Nick Aldis. Oh, they're not playing with KO. Nick Aldis is serious. Tampa. Final SmackDown of 2024. I cannot believe that. I feel like it's gone by so fast. Ooh, Bianca and Naomi looking fabulous as always. Their outfits are giving me Barbie. The hot pink is killing it. That's right. Yes, she did. But was it? Because I don't think so. Bailey always be popping up at like the convenient moments. That's why I'm a little suspicious of her. Bianca's a whole vibe. I just love her. As you hop on, make sure you're saying hi so that I know you're here. Thank you all for joining. No closer. Like, I need to know who attacked Jade. Like, now. Queen Tiffy. Listen, I wouldn't even partner with Naya and Candace the way they treated her last week. No way. Why does she always look so good? Yeah, no way I would partner with him after they were so mean to her. I love that Tiffy got her own entrance, separate from Naya and Candace. Typically, it's all together. That just means we're closer and closer to Tiffy breaking away. Then who did? Not her taking shots at Tiffy already? Rude? I mean, she's not wrong. Not wrong again. I hope she's cashing in soon. I am just impatient. Let's be honest. We're so impatient. I want to know when she's cashing in. I mean, this theory is not far fetched. Let's be real. But I still don't think it was Bianca. What if she just busted out and was like, yeah, I did it? I think everybody would be speechless. And now she's trying to give Tiffy orders after she was rude to her. Get out of here. I wish Tiffy would just hit her with that briefcase. Candace LeRae sneaked in, let's be real. As you guys are joining, say hi. Hi, everybody on YouTube. Everyone on TikTok. Did you guys have a good Christmas? I feel like Christmas in the middle of the week was super weird. Because you were off, and then I had to go back to work, and it was just odd. Our Christmas was really good. Like I said, it just felt really weird because it was in the middle of the week and I had to like go back to work, but it was good. We had a nice dinner and the little one opened presents, and so it was very low key, but that's really nice because sometimes the running can get a little chaotic. Did anybody get anything super exciting for Christmas? Our Christmas present is our trip to Vegas, so that's exciting, but Um, we didn't get any like presents per se because that's gonna be our gift. But I always love hearing what people got. We changed up the webcam for YouTube tonight, so I'm hoping it does good. I mean, my old webcam did really really well, but I bought a DJI Pocket 3 and I wanted to use it cuz I didn't buy it just to look at. When we gonna find out if Naomi who jumped Jade? I'm hoping we find out whoever jumped Jade, whether it's Naomi, Bianca, Charlotte, I don't know. I'm hoping we find out soon because I'm tired of waiting, let's be honest. I need to know what happened. I do feel like, though, with Jade posting her little picture on social media, that it's going to be sooner rather than later. I'm just wondering when. Like, are we getting it, like, on SmackDown? Is it going to be on the first Raw on Netflix? Like, what? When is it going to be? I have a feeling that tonight's show and next week's show, because those are two SmackDowns before the big Raw on Netflix jump, I have a feeling that those two are going to be very big episodes. The storyline is taking forever. I feel like it happened and then like 7 months has gone by and nothing has happened. Not really, that might be a slight exaggeration, but a few weeks have gone by and we haven't learned any hints or anything. Like, we could at least get some hints here and there. I'm still on the Charlotte train. I'm going to stick with that theory because I think Charlotte's going to come back as a heel, and I think she's going to be the one to jump her. Did you have a great Christmas? We did have a good Christmas. I was saying it was very low key. We had dinner, presents, and it was kind of stress free, which was really really nice. Did you have a great Christmas too? Cody has his opponent for WrestleMania if Rock can't do it. Who is that? I've seen a couple things thrown around. I've seen Cody and John Cena thrown around. I've seen Cody and Randy thrown around. I've seen Cody and Rock thrown around. Personally, I would love to see Cody and Randy, but if I can't get Randy, Cody and Cena would be good too. PS5 Mania tickets and some socks. Hey, that's three really good gifts. Did you get both nights for Mania? I think that's all that's on sale right now, but I might be wrong on that. We are actually going to be in Vegas while Mania is happening, but I have not bought Mania tickets yet. I'm hoping they'll at least go down a little bit. We'll see. Okay, Naomi. Taking notes from her father in law, Rikishi. I don't want Cody versus Cena only because everyone would turn on Cody. That is very true. If we get Cody versus Cena, Cody's definitely the heel in that situation. Cena's not going to be, especially with it being his retirement tour. Um, so that's very true. If we get Cody and Cena, Cody has to be the heel in that storyline. Which, in all honesty, I'm not really opposed to because he's kind of been the face and the guy since he returned. So to see his character switch up a little bit may not be so bad. But he definitely has to be the heel in that situation. Because Cena cannot be a heel in his last year. It's not going to happen. People are going to be Team Cena no matter what. I honestly love Bianca and Naomi as a team. Like, I love Bianca and Jade as well, but Bianca and Naomi just hits different. To make him a Grand Slam champ, that. And honestly, like, I've gone back and forth on who I think Cody could lose the belt to, and Cena would probably make the most sense just because of the fact that it is his like last ride. So that would make a lot of sense. So I'm not opposed to Cody and Cena at WrestleMania. I don't want Cody and The Rock. Like, I just don't want that. And it's nothing against The Rock and it's nothing against Cody. I just don't want it. But Tiffany put herself in that match. Who had Cena drop the belt to? Punk or Randy? Punk. I think we're going to get Punk holding the title. And I could definitely see Cena and Punk match later on in his retirement tour. Oh, I am not loving the way they're treating my girl Tiffany. But she's going to get her karma, better believe it. Rhino versus Breaker Battle of the Spear match. That'd be probably a pretty good match, honestly. Ludwig is one lucky dude. Yes, agreed. Tiffy always looks good. I love girl. I hope she cashes in on Naya. Same. Like, she could cash in right now, and I would be so excited. And they're not treating her well, so bye. Tiff was in Germany for Christmas. I saw that. I follow her on like everything because I love seeing her videos and stuff. Did you know Mickey James is married to Aldous? So I do, and I actually only found that out a couple months ago. Um, I did not know that before then. I also saw that maybe she could pop up at Royal Rumble, possibly. Um, which I would not be opposed to. Mickey James was so iconic back in her day. And we've seen her a little bit. You know, she was at one of the, and I don't remember which PLE it was, but she was at one of the PLEs most recently. So I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a little Mickey James at the Royal Rumble. Listen, if AJ Lee returns, I don't care if it's at the Royal Rumble, the WrestleMania, a random SmackDown. I don't care. Just please bring AJ Lee back on my screen. I would love to see AJ Lee again. She is probably, honestly, all time my fave. I loved her and what she did and the work she done. I did see Punk last night. He listen guys, so I will be honest with you. I was not a huge Punk fan before he left WWE like years ago. I mean, he was all right, but I just wasn't invested in him. But since he's come back, I am on CM Punk's fan base now because he is having so much fun in his character and he's producing great matches and feuds and storylines, and I love it. And seeing him run out in a towel yesterday to help Damian Priest was just absolutely hilarious. Would love to see Seth, Becky, AJ, and Punk. That wouldn't be bad. I'd also like to see AJ, Punk, and Dom and Liv. AJ Lee's theme song was goaded. Let's light it up. Da, da, da. Best. Love her. Gotta love her. What was your thoughts on Roman's heel run and now face run? So I love Roman no matter what he's doing, honestly. Um, but I think Roman is a better heel than face. I think heel Roman is iconic. I think face Roman is really good, just not as good as heel Roman. There's something about Roman being a heel that he just brings like the energy and the aura and everything to the stage, and I honestly just love it. So I love both Romans, but heel Roman is definitely better. Love to see AJ return at the Rumble. Same. Would love to see AJ and Roxanne. Yes, that would be so good too because I love Roxanne and I definitely think she's going to come up at Royal Rumble. You think Bianca took Jade out? Um, no. My theory on who took Jade out is Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte's going to come back as a heel and I think she is going to be the one that attacked Jade so that we get Jade and Charlotte at WrestleMania. My theory. But back to Roxanne, I think she's going to lose her belt, honestly, um, at the New Year's Evil. And I think she's going to take just a little bit of time off and then come back at Royal Rumble and make her main roster debut. Yes, they were face to face when Jade debuted, so I just feel like it was her, and like that's how she's gonna return, and we're gonna get that match because everything in WWE seems to like go in a circle and be connected. So there's something to why they were face to face when Jade first came on the screen, and I feel like this is it. Everything seems to like tie together. It would be such a good match because Charlotte is a powerhouse, Jade is a powerhouse, and I think both of them together would just be awesome. I'm actually loving that we're getting this much time for this match. I heard Flair versus Tiffy. I could see Flair versus Tiffy because a lot of people compare Tiffy to Flair. And I would not be opposed to that at like a SummerSlam, but I think when Flair does go again, I think Tiffy's gonna hold the belt. And I think when Flair goes against Tiffy for the title, Flair's gonna win it. So I'm hoping that that will be SummerSlam. That way Tiffy has a little bit longer of a run because I don't think she should win the titles and then turn around and drop it a couple months later. Nia was being mean to Tiffy and she just saved her butt. She should think about that. Yes, Tiffy. Do it. Do it, Tiffy. Do it, Tiffy. You're taking too long, Tiff. Ugh. Of course Candace has to come and ruin everything. Yes. Yes. That's what you get, Candace. Should have let her cash in. Tiffy's definitely cashing in soon. There's been too many super close teases. And of course, it's not going to sit well with Nia that she mouthed back at Candace. Did you guys see that Becky was on the promo for Raw? I'm excited to see her back as well. And she deserves to be champion. What the hell is he wearing? I am ready. Are these two ever going to break up? We saw the little tease and they just never done anything with it. Hey, Sammy. What are you up to? What are we talking about? What are they talking about? I need to know. Did anybody get any WWE gear for Christmas? I hope we get a Tiffy face turn. I'm ready for her to be an icon like she deserves to be. You know. I think Tiffy would also just crush it as a face. Do you think that when she does cash in on Nia, there will be another Nia Tiffy match, or do you think that'll be like the end of it? I feel like we'll get Nia and Tiffy at um Royal Rumble. She might pull a Seth Rollins and cash in at Mania or Netflix. I hope it's not Mania because I cannot wait that long. I am impatiently waiting as it is. Let's be honest. Do you guys think that Liv or Rhea will have the title after Raw on Netflix? I think Rhea will. And I'm kind of like torn on that one because I really love both of them. Like I love Liv and what she has done this year. And I love Rhea as well, but I'm kind of torn because I understand like Rhea, never lost the title, whatever. So we're circling back. I get that. But I also feel like Liv has done such a good job on like this revenge tour and coming back that it's kind of bittersweet to see her. I don't know. I'm trying not to like be biased because I am a big Liv fan and I like what she brings to the WWE. I think she has like a true passion that a lot of people don't have these days. But I definitely think it's Rhea's match. And I'm okay with that. Like I love Rhea as well. Can we just go back to like when they like each other and work together? That would be like the best of both worlds for me. See, I think Becky's going to get involved in that match as well. Which granted, then we could get a triple threat and I wouldn't be disappointed in that at all. We got a Liv Rhea Becky triple threat match. That would cook. Could come at Royal Rumble. Who do you think will win the women's IC championship? Honestly, I think Dakota Kai's gonna win. I think the end though is gonna be Dakota versus Io, which I'm very intrigued by because they're together, like they're, in an alliance together in Damage Control. So when they added Io and she moved on, I was like, this is interesting because where could that go? They're really good friends, and I was like, I mean, they're not going to want to fight each other, but they have to. But at the end of the day, like, you want to be a champion, so you don't care who's in front of you. So I think that match, if that is what truly happens, will be very interesting and will have a lot of implications for Damage Control going forward. Becky hasn't had her rematch, so we could get a triple threat for her rematch. I'm good with that. Okay, Sammy. I love the work Milo's done. It's hysterical. You want a Christmas card too? I wouldn't be mad at it either. I love Dakota Kai, and I hope she stays healthy, and I hope she has a long run. Because I've been very disappointed that she's gotten hurt so much, and I really like her. I think she has a lot more to show. Ooh, okay. But listen, now you know in this match, Braun Strowman is gonna show up because he's not done with Melo. Speaking of the devil, say his name and he appears. I miss Pat McAfee introducing him. Let's be honest. Yeah, Cole, it just doesn't hit the same. Oh, that was nice. He gave the little kid a hug. He said, "You big, ugly, dumb Santa Claus bitch." Between that and New Day's broke ass Tom Selleck comment to Dom, that's just hilarious. Oh, oh, Mello thought he really did something. I like Mello though. I have to say, I saw Braun Strowman live back in November, and he is as big as he looks on TV. Holy cow. Thank you, thank you. I'm still fairly new to streaming, but I really enjoy it. Hopefully, TikTok doesn't go away, but if it does, I always stream on YouTube and Twitch as well. So, Big Show versus Braun. Could you imagine? That ring would be screaming. Those are two big ass dudes. I want to know where Grayson Waller got them overalls. What is he trying to do? Right? I would hate to be the ring too. Oh my god. Yeah, I might as well just put him out on the floor because that ring's gonna break if those two get in it. You're Austin Theory. I think he knows who he is. At least I hope he does. Grayson Waller's gonna yell at him, but knowing he would not get in the ring with that guy. Come on now. We need Theory face turn. I thought we were gonna get Theory face turn a long time ago. I really want to see Theory as a face. Jesus. The power that that guy has is crazy. I think Waller is holding it. I think they're holding each other back, honestly. Like, I think them being together is holding each other's characters back. So I think we need a Theory face turn and then Theory versus Waller. Because I think they could do good work opposing each other. And we've never really seen Theory as a face. I mean, he was like Vince's chosen child. And then he, started with Waller. And so I just want to see something new for him. Hello, everybody that just joined on TikTok and YouTube. Drop a hello if you're here. Something was flying. I think he went downhill ever since they teamed up. Yeah, I just don't have. I'm just not interested in their storyline, I guess. Am I the only person who's enjoying Ricochet getting booed in New York? Listen, I had a couple laughs on his little Twitter back and forth where that guy told him he works 1 day a week but still can't cut a promo. I had to chuckle at that. That was honestly hilarious. I do feel like Ricochet, his like flips and tricks and stuff is really cool. I do think he needs to work on his promos. And that's no shade. It's just I can't. I don't know. I just like I can't get into his promos. I just feel like they're not there. They're lacking. So I want him to work on those. And I don't watch AEW a lot. I'll fully disclose that I don't. But from what I have seen on WWE and AEW, he really needs to work on those. Hey, hush. I guess my dog doesn't like this commercial. I've watched AEW here and there. If there's nothing else on TV, I'll watch it. I do follow a few of the people on there because I really like them. But I can't watch it consistently like I do WWE. I don't know. I guess it's just I just don't get into it as much. And maybe if I watched it on a more consistent base, then I would like it more, but I don't know. Adam Cole and MJF. That would actually probably be a good match. I didn't honestly know that they were fighting because I haven't seen it in so long. Me and R-Truth are friends on TikTok. That's awesome. I love R-Truth. He is a national treasure. I want that man to be in the WWE as long as he's alive because I love him, even if he just pops on the screen for 5 minutes. Like, I love it. The Rampage finale is tonight. Yeah, I honestly can't tell you the last time I've watched AEW. Maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. Actually, I can tell you the last time I watched it. The last time I watched it was when Tony Storm came back. So I don't know. That was like 2, 3-ish weeks ago. WWE wouldn't be the same without R-Truth. Nothing would be the same without R-Truth. He is so effortlessly funny. Like, that's what I love about him. He doesn't have to try. Like, he's just naturally funny. And I love it. I do hope we get to see him more in the ring and stuff. Tony Storm's gimmick is the most amazing thing ever. AEW was good after they fired CM Punk. So I before they fired CM Punk. So I like that Tony Storm came back as like her like iconic Tony and got rid of Timeless Tony Storm. Timeless Tony Storm wasn't bad. Like it was good and she like really like gave it her all 100%. It was really good. But I just like I love that like badass aspect that Tony Storm has. What about Rhea? Listen, I will say it once and I'll say it twice. I love me Rhea Ripley. I do, I do, I do. I love her. But I also am a Liv Morgan fan. I love them both. So their little feud for me is hard because I like feel like so many people are like, you have to be one side or the other, and I'm definitely not. I love them both. But I think Rhea is definitely going to win the title at Raw and Netflix. Waller ducked because he knew he didn't want to take that hit. A lot of people don't like Liv Morgan, and that's fine. Like, I can respect that. Listen, one thing you're not ever going to get from me is critique if you don't like somebody because we all have our own opinions, and that's perfectly fine. I just love that Liv has so much passion for the WWE. I think that that is really something that is needed because without like that passion and that commitment, it just wouldn't thrive as well. Finn is definitely leaving the Judgment Day. He is definitely leaving, and I hope he does because I love Finn as a solo competitor. Like Demon Finn, Prince, all of that is just great. And so I want to see Finn back as his solo singles competitor. He was much better solo. Liv gives a lot of credit for Becky for helping her. Like I feel like a lot of people like Liv's character in the WWE is a heel. She's mean, she's crude, whatever that is. But outside of that character, she's a really nice person. She gives credit to people who deserves it, and I think that's why I resonate with her so much because I feel like outside of her character, like her real life, she is very humble and I love that. But again, I love Rhea as well. I think Rhea is awesome. It was crazy how the crowd was chanting Dirty Dom. Listen, I'm not opposed to Dirty Dom if I'm being honest with you. I think he has speak their name and they appear again. I think that he has improved a lot. Strowman, I think, needs a different finisher as big as he is. Yeah, I think he needs to add something a little more. I don't know what it is. I love Strowman, but I think he needs something. Like just sprinkle a little extra on there. Can I ask you something? Go for it. Michael Cole versus Chelsea Green at WrestleMania. Yes. Queen Chelsea. Yeah, show his true power. Just like a little, like, I think he needs just that little, like, push to be like, yeah, like, I'm dominant. I'm here. Like, this is me. Every time we say a name, I'm telling you, that was twice. I said Braun's name. There he came. Liv Dom. There they came. Who do we want to appear? I'll say their name and maybe that'll work. Can I ask you something? Yeah, go for it. I thought he'd join Wyatt 6. Who, Braun? That would, actually, I never thought about that, but him and Bray were super, super close. So that actually might have worked. I hope Alexa Bliss comes back and joins the Wyatt 6 because um I lost my train of thought. I loved Alexa and the Fiend, and I want that kind of to come full circle. Pay homage to Bray, yes. Which I think, honestly, Bo Dallas is killing his role as Uncle Howdy, and I know that Bray is so proud of him. I love that girl. She was my favorite. Same. Like, I love Alexa. I love everything about her. I cried when he was passed. I was in shock, like, because I had talked so much before about it, like, oh, we're gonna get Bray back soon. We're gonna get Bray back soon, and then I got the notification on my phone, and I was like, this isn't even real life. Like, no way. Like, this didn't happen. Like, they've got the wrong person, and it's so unfortunate, so unfortunate. Dom betrayed Rhea Ripley. He did. Gotta give that to him. You watched the biography on Bray. I did. It was so good. If you guys have not watched Bray's biography, go watch it. Like it was amazing. I heard Wrath of Man is replacing Raw on USA Network January 6th. It was just really sad. I think the saddest part for me was to see like all the plans that he had and all of like the things he had planned out for like his storyline and stuff that he didn't get to do. And I'm glad that like Bo and Dexter and them are getting to do it. But it was just really sad that he had all of those plans and he was excited to do it and he didn't get to. It's definitely one of the deaths that hit very hard. Cuz he was probably the best creative mind in the WWE. I was so excited to see his return too. Like I kept talking about it, like I said, and then I was like, dang, like that's just honestly, it's just sad. Like it's one of those saddest. I mean, there's been a lot of sad deaths in the WWE, but his is just because of the potential and the creative mind and the fact that he was so young was just very, unfortunately, very very sad. When they did their tribute to him, where they had like the empty chair after he died, that gave me chills. Like that was just so sad, but such a cool like nod to him. I feel like next Friday's SmackDown is going to be pretty big. It's the first one of the new year, and it's the first one before Raw on Netflix, so they really kind of have to go all out for it. Phoenix. The 6th of January, Rhea Liv gonna fight. Yep, they're gonna fight for the title. Alright, you guys. My dog was making way too much noise in the background. So, she had to go to the other room. Seth paid tribute to Luke Harper. I saw that. I love Seth. I feel like he always gives such great nods to people when they deserve it. But I'll be honest, the Seth Punk thing, I have no idea who I'm rooting for. I just hope it's not the last match between them two. I think that one could have multiple matches. I'm not sure what to think of this whole KO. KO's unhinged. That's all I can say. KO is unhinged. Championship. Let's go, Chelsea Green. I do think there's going to be a little bit of jealousy between Piper and Chelsea, but I don't think it's going to be immediate. I think it's going to be down the line. It's Chelsea Green. I love Chelsea. Okay, Statue of Liberty chic. I wish you would have stayed on Ellis Island. Cole is hilarious. Michael Cole is a savage. He makes me laugh. I especially love Michael Cole and Pat together. I think those two together are just hilarious. Like, when is January 6th? Because I need Pat McAfee back on my screen. I love that she's like speaking like an actual politician. Her character is just phenomenal. Quoting Fergie in your speech, iconic. Chelsea did earn this. I love everything about her. And her glow up since she's come back has been just amazing. But who do we think her first opponent's going to be? I feel like Piper has had a huge glow up. I do love Meechin as well. So are we getting Chelsea and Meechin again? Sounds like it. I think Piper and Chelsea will face each other eventually. I don't think it's going to be her first opponent. I do love Meechin as well. Meechin's ready for that rematch. What's Piper going to do in that dress? Let's be real. Poor Piper. Piper saving the day as always. Corey's comments are really weird, I swear. Yes. Can we get Street Profits holding the titles? No, you don't. Of course, it's pretty deadly. I need that top. With the pearls and the lace. Love it. Oh, true. Dang. Take it to the ring. How about you take those tag titles to the ring and let the Street Profits hold them like they should? God, I'm so ready for that match. In Houston. Yeah, talk about a hell of a year. Jaden Daniels has been crushing it. Triple threat for the tag titles and the Street Profits win. I'm on board for that. Oh, Jaden Daniels versus Penix Jr. That's intriguing. The Bears game is hard to watch every night. Honestly, it's a struggle. Honestly, though, like, Seattle didn't do great either. Like, that whole game was a dud. I think they should fire everybody on the team at this point. I did see that Pete Carroll is interested in the head coaching job. I love Pete Carroll. I loved him at Seattle, especially with the Legion of Doom. That was a dominant team. He still should have gave Marshawn Lynch the ball to win the Super Bowl, but that didn't happen. But I don't think he's the answer. I don't love it. He's like 70 something. I don't know what, but I know he's in his 70s. And I honestly, like, he was great at Seattle with Russell and Cam Chancellor and all of those guys, Marshawn Lynch. But I don't think he's the answer for the Bears. I would much rather see like a Cliff Kingsbury or a Mike Vrabel. Caleb needs an offensive line so he can quit getting sacked. Because how do you expect a quarterback to do anything if he's on the ground every 2 seconds? I mean, he has like the wide receivers and all that. He just needs an offensive line. Like, you can't throw the ball to your wide receivers if you don't have time to even look at them. I mean, they definitely have to start with the offensive line because it's the weakest point. They need to get a good coach and then see how the team is from there. Going to the Bears Packers game next Sunday. Those are always good. Now, the way we're playing, I don't know. But typically they're good just because of their rival games. Is it going to be freezing like it usually is? Typically it's like freezing cold. I don't even know what the weather looks like next weekend. It's usually freezing cold or snowing or raining or something. Not a Bears fan, but like to see Caleb. I think Caleb has the talents. If you look at his numbers, as far as like his yards, his touchdowns, throws, all that stuff, they're not terrible. So if you get him an offensive line and a good coach, where he can actually have time to think and make plays, he definitely has the talent to lead the team. I'm on board with Caleb Williams. He's not our problem. 22 degrees. You know, that is not as terrible as it could be. Let's be honest. Buffalo weather is like negative 14 and 25 inches of snow. But let me tell you, their fans still show up. It does not matter. So, Buffalo's having a hell of a year this year. Congratulations on that because they are doing very good. And Josh Allen is just fantastic. He's so impressive. Like, I don't, there's not even words. He's so good. And I wouldn't be opposed if they won it all because I think he deserves it, especially after, so many times being so close and then being disappointed. Like, I think he deserves it for sure. But there's a few teams out there that could really make a mark. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I was one of those people like when the wide receivers, when you guys traded Diggs and, like their wide receiver was not looking very good. I was like, what are they doing? But they obviously had a plan and it's working for them. Honestly, think Diggs was our issue. I do think he has a little bit of an attitude, and I think that could be very detrimental to a team. Um, I'm upset that he got hurt in Texas because I really wanted to see him and CJ Stroud a little more. But I could see that him creating that kind of toxic environment. I could see that. We want Roman. Yeah, where's he at? And I have no idea what happened in Houston. They were playing very good, and then people got hurt and they just dropped off. Love the guy, but I always think he wanted to touch his touchdown, so Allen was always going to him. Yeah, and I definitely feel like you can have your favorite wide receiver, but you still have to target the other ones, or you're gonna just be predictable and people are gonna figure you out. And I feel like that was part of their problem. Like, people figured them out because they always kind of went to him, like he was their go-to, and that's fine to do, but you have to have that like depth as well. Thank you for subscribing. I plan on in 2025 doing more and more YouTube content because I love it. Diggs left Buffalo, one of the best teams, and couldn't do anything. No one is better than my boy. Exactly, that's what happened. Justin Jefferson. I love Justin Jefferson. Love Justin Jefferson. Yeah, I don't think Roman's gonna wrestle. He may cut some promos here and there, but I think he'll definitely not be. I think they'll have a. I think they're definitely gonna have a promo next week against him and Solo to build up to Raw on Netflix, but I don't think he's gonna wrestle anytime soon. It just would. I mean, it would make sense. We know who he's facing, and so to throw anybody else in there kind of just doesn't make sense. Cody needs to drop the bands. I can't stand Cody. I want Roman to get the belt back. I don't mind Cody. Like, I don't mind Cody at all. I I feel like his reign has been a little lackluster. I don't feel like he's had super strong feuds. Like, I think this feud with KO has been the strongest one he's had, honestly. So I don't know. I honestly don't want him to hold the belt long, but I think he's going to hold it till WrestleMania for sure, and I hope he drops it at WrestleMania. But I do love Roman. But I honestly think whenever Cody does drop the belt, it should be somebody different from Roman and him. Somebody new. I would be fine with Randy. I like Randy. I love Jey Uso. He can hold every belt if he wants to. That's perfectly fine with me. I don't see KO winning it either. Um, I could see Randy winning it. I could see Cena winning it if they are planning Cena and Cody at WrestleMania. Um, I think those are the top two, honestly, strongest ones. Jay does need a belt. I don't know why he dropped his belt in the first place. He could have took that to the bloodline with him. I mean, I'd rather see John and Cody than Cody and The Rock, if I'm being honest. Again, I repeat, put the titles back on the Street Profits. They are so good. Yes, I'm a Cody hater. I can tell. That's okay. I'm not going to shame anybody for who they like or don't like or whatever. We all have our own opinions. It's fine. I'm sure there's people that I like that you guys don't, and that's fine. That's what it's here for. They do deserve the tag belts. Like, I just feel like they're the best all around tag team right now. And they haven't had the time to shine like they can. It makes me a little mad. Look at Tez's eyes. He's like, what the hell? Oh, if they take that L, I'm going to be so mad. They definitely don't deserve to lose to them. Where is Escobar? Nice. I kind of also don't like that Electra Lopez is kind of taking like a back seat. Because she was really good on NXT. Okay, B-Fab. He jumped so far that he cleared them. As they deserve. Take that W. I like B-Fab's pants. When B-Fab was in the um bracket for the title, I was actually super impressed by her. I was there live when she wrestled, and I was really impressed by her. So maybe with this little feud, we'll get her and Elektra Lopez. Honestly, don't know why either one of them don't wrestle much because Elektra Lopez was really good in NXT. I mean, her feud with Lola Vice was very good. So I think they both could like be in the ring more. Ford should go to singles. I I think the same thing. However, I think there's so many singles storylines right now that I'm afraid he would get lost if he did. Cody will be champion for a year at WrestleMania because he won the belt at WrestleMania last year. So at WrestleMania 41 will be 1 year for him. So now we're getting Andrade and Nakamura. Be pretty decent. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 hours next week. I actually won't be on SmackDown. I won't be live next SmackDown. I'll be live Monday on Raw, but not Friday on SmackDown. So If I miss too much, I'm going to be popping on here and there. But I have family coming in town next week, so we won't be live. But still going to be on TikTok. That's what I was just thinking. Maybe Tiffany cashes in next week. Like, right before Raw. And it's 3 hours long. That could be. Is Raw 3 hours? So I know that the first one is, but I don't know about like going forward if it is or not. I don't know as if they've actually said what it's gonna be. Sammy and Mello. I know that there've been like so many back and forth on what like is it gonna be three, is it gonna be two, like blah 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 blah. So I don't know if anything's officially confirmed, honestly. Cash in and make a triple threat like Seth, Roman, and Brock. You never know. Crazier things have happened. WWE was smart. No Monday Night Football on the 6th. Is that when the playoffs start? The season ends on the 5th. Okay, so yeah. That was smart. I mean, I think it kind of worked out really nice because they did it the first Monday of the new year, and it just so happens that there's no NFL that week, but that works out really well in their favor. Let's just hope that Netflix doesn't have the issues that they had with the Paul and Tyson fight, because I'll be very upset. What about the Chiefs? I think I missed a comment somewhere. Oh, my foot's asleep. They were good on football. I will say that. We watched them on Christmas Day, and they were very good. The picture was good, no buffering issues, so hopefully they got that all figured out. I think Chiefs getting eliminated if another team wins. So I have learned that you can never count the Chiefs out of anything because somehow they always seem to pull it together. And I know everybody's like, they haven't won by a lot, they haven't scored a lot, but at the end of the day, they still won. Like, they've still won. So I can never count them out. Never count them out. Do I think they're do I think they're the top, one of the top two teams in the NFL right now? No. But I can't count them out. I just can't. I counted them out last year. They looked, mid-season they looked weak and they didn't look like the same Chiefs, and then they won the freaking Super Bowl. So I wonder if WWE will lose some fans by going to Netflix. I don't know. I kind of wondered that too when it was first announced, but I feel like so many people have Netflix And I feel like honestly, like a lot of people only have streaming, so I feel like it could open the doors for new fans. That looks like a cool stadium with like the beer gardens on top there. Looks pretty cool. That's me. I only stream. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people only stream, so I feel like it could open the door for new fans. I mean, we definitely have streaming. We have YouTube TV, so I guess that's technically streaming, but it's also kind of cable at the same time. It's the same idea as cable, I'll say that. What are you two up to? No, they won't. They're lying to you. I think they lied. I think DIY attacked them. Yeah, you do. No, you've already had yours. Go away. It was DIY. Told you. I didn't see it, but I knew it. Let's go. I don't mind Motor City, but they came in, they won the titles, they held them for a little while, so they can go to the back of the line, and Street Profits can go to the front. Sammy's definitely going to be on Raw because the Bloodline's going to Raw. Well, it's the truth. I mean, they made their debut. They won the titles within like 2 matches. Woohoo! Yay! 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 Awesome for them, but they don't need them again. They need to go away. Street Profits has earned that, and it's their time. I do like Mello. I like that he's getting more spotlight. He gonna hand out Christmas cards. Faceless propaganda. I could see you being a heel manager in the WWE. Hey, call him. I could do it. I got this. Or I could just be backstage and do interviews. I'm fine with that too. Mello makes a better heel. He does. I definitely agree with that. He's a good heel. I think he's definitely going to pull this match out and win too, like he did last week. I definitely think we're going to see Grace in WWE at Rumble. Her contract, I think I saw, expires like the 13th or the 16th or something like that. I definitely think WWE is going to sign her. She made a huge impression last year at the Royal Rumble, and I think she would be a very big asset to the roster. He will, but I think Braun's definitely coming out because he's not done with Mello. He's definitely coming out. Dolph at Rumble. I would not mind seeing Dolph Ziggler again, even if it's just for a Royal Rumble match. I was a little surprised when he got released. And Joe Henry, we're gonna hear say his name. Say his name, man. Yeah, he will appear. He is TNA champ. And he's doing really well in TNA, but I was still shocked that he got released. I feel like he was a I just want to say like he was a staple because he had been there so long. He's kind of like, like the Miz and Natalia, like they're the staple people. They've been there for so long and they've helped train and, whatever. So I feel like when he got released, I was very shocked. YouTube. Hi, question. I was amazed when CM Punk was running down the ring wrestling in a towel. I cracked up when I saw Punk running down the ring wrestling in a towel. That is hysterical. I love the like comedic aspect that he has brought to his character. Okay, Sammy. Might see Mustafa Ali. Is he doing anything now? Punk was like, forget my clothes. Child. Yeah, like Mustafa Ali, is he doing anything now? That's who I was talking about. I think Punk is truly having fun now. And that's what I really enjoy about it. I feel like before it was like so serious in AEW and in WWE, but now I feel like he's actually having a lot of fun and that's what I like a lot about it. Although his straight edge gig was probably my most favorite out of them all. But I like this Punk. He's having fun, he's enjoying it. So I do really like that. Yeah, I think he's having a lot more fun now. I think he's really enjoying like the character that he has and the work that he's doing. Who's your favorite wrestler of all? Current or all time? Which one? All time. So, um, all time favorite men's wrestler is Shawn Michaels. Love HBK. All time favorite women's wrestler is AJ Lee. China. I saw, was it today or yesterday that it would have been her 55th birthday? And to me, that's crazy to think about. Like, she would have only been 55. Like, that's so sad. We lost her so early, and that's just so super sad that she would have only been 55. DX. Yeah, I loved DX. Do you like Sasha? She's my favorite. I was a Sasha Banks fan in the WWE. I have not watched her much in the AEW, so I can't speak on like what she's doing there. But when she was in the WWE, I was a big fan of her. Could we see a darker side of Charlotte Flair? Yes, I think Charlotte Flair is going to come back heel. She was too young. She was so young. And I guess it didn't, like, I knew she was young, but I guess it didn't, like, really click to me how young she was until I saw that post yesterday that she would have only been 55. And I was like, oh my gosh. DX was iconic. One of the best factions ever. I watched some AEW, not consistently. I do follow like a few of the people that I like on there, but I don't watch it consistently, but I watch it some. They were pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. I actually prefer Evolution over DX. I just feel like because I was such a big HBK fan, that I was a big DX fan as well. So I love both of them. I actually kind of like that they do the little highlights in the corner now. That's nice. Just in case you miss something. How would Cody Rhodes get his belt back from KO? Well, KO was supposed to give it back tonight, but we'll see. I don't think he's going to because he's KO and he's unhinged. What was the most favorite heel turn of all time? Seth Rollins turning on the Shield. Like, I was in shock when that chair hit Roman's back. Like, the Shield, I'm a Shield girly. Like, love them. And when Seth hit Roman with that chair, I was just in shock. So that will forever, ever be the moment for me. Hogan betraying WCW was a big one too, but yeah, I can't even. Seth betraying the Shield just still was amazing. I'd love to see them reunite one more time, but it won't happen. I don't think it'll ever happen either, but I would love to see the Shield again, even if it's just for one match. Like at WrestleMania when the Shield's music hit. And I was like, like, are they actually coming back? What is going on? I lost it too. I was like, what is going on? My neighbor probably heard me hooting and hollering. I swear. It was like that music hit and I was just staring at the screen like speechless. I was like, are we really getting this shield back? Like what is happening right now? I don't think we're finished with Roman and Seth. I think they're going to I honestly think we could get Roman and Seth at SummerSlam after Seth and CM Punk are done. And I'm not opposed to that at all. Well, I was almost questioning. I was like, I just saw Dean Ambrose on AEW, but like, is he here? Because you never know. Crazy things happened at WrestleMania. But it makes so much sense that it was Seth because that, like, memory to Roman is like the ultimate betrayal and like rattled him. And that's why I also think that we're not done with this Roman Seth thing because that moment really kind of was like the solidifying of costing Roman his belt. Like when Seth hit that music and he saw Seth, it really like triggered that like PTSD stuff. So I think he definitely will revisit that. And here comes Braun. Oh, all right, Tama. All right, where's Roman and Jay and Jimmy? Where you at? Oh, another kick. Well, that works too. Where's the Ulafala? Oh, get him, Strowman. Tama, you have no chance against that man. He's usually wearing it, so when I didn't see him wearing it, I was like, where's it at? Dropped. Oh, never count out the werewolf. Oh, what about Braun and Jacob? What a match that would be. Yeah, don't turn your back, Braun. Where the hell did Sammy go? Now, y'all know all these people are going to come out here and won't be able to stop them. They can always have 95 security guards, but nobody can ever do anything. Do y'all think Solo or Roman's winning that? It better be Roman. Oh, there's the Ulafala. So he did bring it. I just didn't see it. OTC. We were both wearing leopard print. Grayson Waller was wearing leopard print overalls too. We're going to commercial right there? That was such a weird commercial time. Roman better win on January 6th and reclaim his throne. I have a feeling The Rock's going to interfere with that match. Yeah, I think he's definitely going to show up. He's going to show up during that tribal combat match. I think. Because I still think we're going to get Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. I know they kind of pushed the Cody thing with The Rock, but I still feel like the match that makes the most sense is Rock and Roman. Yeah, like Final Boss or True Tribal Chief or something. I just feel like that makes the most sense. No, we still don't know what The Rock said to Cody. We don't know what he gave Cody. So there's a lot of unanswered questions there. I do feel like I would be okay if they did like a Rock Cody SummerSlam. So like they could do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, Cody and Cena or Randy, whoever they choose, and Rock could cost Cody the title and set up a storyline for SummerSlam. Because we do know The Rock and Cody have unfinished business there, so we're going to get them at some point in time. I just don't want to see it at WrestleMania for the belt. So I feel like Cody drops the belt at WrestleMania because of The Rock, and then that sets them up for SummerSlam. But I don't. The reason why I don't want The Rock and Cody at WrestleMania is because I feel like Cody will not drop the championship to The Rock. So I feel like that would be a very predictable match. Like we know Cody's going to win that match. And I don't really want that. I don't like predictable. So if they're not fighting over a belt, it would make more sense. All right. What's KO about to do? Him and his unhinged self. I feel like Cody's going to come out and attack him. Yeah, I agree. I hope we have some twists. I hope something happens. I do think Seth is going to turn heel at Netflix on Raw. Raw on Netflix. Mix that up. I think we're going to get heel Seth back, which I love heel Seth. He's so good at being a heel. Give up the belt. I mean, but really, what is Nick Aldis going to do if he doesn't? What is that? That's what I figured. He's so angry. Listen, KO might pile drive Audis. That actually, honestly, would be pretty awesome. That would just like feed into his heel even more. I mean, he's not lying. He did. Ooh. What if he hits him with it? I mean, he didn't say how to hand it over. Told y'all Cody was going to show up. He ain't listening to you, all this. Just save your breath. Good luck with that. Cody's about to take that belt. I am ready for Randy to return. But I want heel Randy. I can't handle these two. Well, duh. Oh. I quit match? Are we getting an I quit match? A ladder match? We're getting a ladder match. All right. I'm cool with it. I thought it was going to be an I Quit match, but. So, is it next week or when is it? We're waiting all the way till the Royal Rumble? I mean, I know it's just like a little over a month away, but that feels like a long time. He ain't shaking your hand. Don't do it. I'm surprised that that's at Royal Rumble. That just seems like so far. Now, y'all knew that was going to happen. I can't deal with him. Hmm. I'm really surprised that they're waiting that long. I thought it was going to be like next week. Kevin Owens has been off the deep end. Let's be real. But if they're going against each other at Royal Rumble, maybe that's when we're going to see Randy again. Decent episode. I'm excited to see next week, though. Especially with it being 3 hours, I feel like we're going to get a lot of stuff going on. And hopefully that's when I get my Tiffy cash in because I'm dying for it. And I feel like we keep getting closer and closer with the hints. So, yeah, I see Randy coming back at Rumble too. And I almost see him like helping Cody, but then turning on him so that he turns heel. That would be nice because I love heel Randy. Like Legend Killer Randy is my favorite. So, all right, you guys. So I will be on Monday, but I will not be on next Friday. So join me on Monday. In between that, I will be posting on YouTube and of course on TikTok here. So follow me on TikTok, subscribe to YouTube. I also have IG, and I thank you guys for joining, for the gifts and the likes and everything. And I will see you guys Monday.